Now it says you're live, but I'm not showing you live on your mine.
Well, re-click on it. It'll be okay. Okay, everybody. Today we're going to talk about trip leasing because so many people have wanted to know what trip leasing is. So I was going to explain it to you guys. I don't know if it's a tool that you can use in your toolbox of life is good. In your toolbox of hey Daniel, Dami, Tim, Arturo, how you doing? Trucker Rudy, woo, Charles. All right, let me tell you about trip leasing real quick because I don't know if you can use it, and then you can figure out if you can. Okay, trip leasing. In a trip leasing scenario, it's like brokering, but you're doing it. All right. What it is let's say you got to have your own equipment, right? That's just that simple. But you have a load you want to haul, and your company won't broker it for you for whatever reason. They're just like, we don't want to broker that. If the company that you want the freight from does trip leases, they will send you a single trip lease, and you will sign this. Their insurance will then cover your load. You still got your bobtail deadhead and all that, but their freight insurance, their cargo insurance will cover that load for you. All right. You haul that, you put their signs on the door, you tape them on, and now you can haul that load for them, and they pay you the same day at the end of the trip, right? It's just that simple. That's trip leasing. I was doing it up until 3.5 years ago.
You need your own plates too.
You need your own plates also.
So if the company says we'll get your plates,
you can do this when you're running your own authority also. Charles, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? You've done trip lease plenty of times, haven't you? I know you have. But even like 4 years ago, I've done it. And it's a good tool. Now, if you've got your own authority, or if you're working for a company that don't want you to use anybody else's freight, you can use this. If you've got your own authority, like at this company, right? If I was to reactivate my authority and this company says, well, I don't have anything for you for the weekend, I would put my signs on the door. It would be my single trip lease, right? And then I would haul my own freight. And I would get 100% of that instead of sharing it with someone, other than the guys that I factor it through, right? If I was going to factor it to get paid, I would still lose a percentage of my money.
Right. If you went through like RTI, there's an RTI truck sitting there, and they decide to factor a load for you. They take care of it. You load it on your trailer. They keep their percentage, and then you said they send you a comp check the next day after it's delivered, right?
But I used to do this with Landstar, Ranger, Mercer. I had regular. They knew who I was. Instead of going to brokers a lot of times and trying to get freight that was wishy-washy, I would use those guys, and I would just stick their signs on my door. But you make the same working relationship with those guys that you would if you was brokers, but they're kind of a lot more reliable. They see you coming. They're expecting your phone call.
And if you're with a true owner-operator company like this one, everybody owns their stuff. We have a brokerage agreement that was in all of our paperwork to begin with.
In case we wanted to do something like that.
Yeah, right. In case you want to do that. So it is.
But I still don't know if I want to do that or not for those days when there's nothing going on. Because do I want to haul a load that pays $1.50, or $2? Yeah, I do. But I know I can get back and get a lot more if I just, hang out and wait. So I don't. But if times was to get tight, I would do it at that point.
Depending on what freight you're hauling anyway. I mean, some people, you may be in a bad area and you may be better to broker your own or trip lease your own.
I've discovered a way to see the writing, guys. I pulled the tablet out. Now I just gotta find me. Who am I?
Start looking at the writing now.
You can.
Daniel Adami says, yo. Tim says, hey. Angry Patriot says, hey guys, what's up? Arturo's World says, finally caught you live. Trucker Rudy says, good day. I can't say it with his accent, though. I like his accent.
She does like your accent, Trucker Rudy.
I do. Charles Brandt says, welcome back. He stole that from Food Mooch, didn't he? Big
Charles
Houston
might have.
says sup.
It's still small.
Charles says hello. You can't make it any bigger.
If I rub it, maybe it'll grow.
Jeff Beard says, what's up? TRC and Miss Prissy Pants. JCRM Carp DM says, hey folks, looking good. Angry Patriot, glad he caught us live. Serena Blackbeard says, hello, Prissy Pants, hello.
Princess wave.
Charles Brandt says he hasn't done it in a long time, factoring probably.
Yes, we know. Charles has done it.
Anthony Blackbeard says, hey, you're done sweeping. He did pretty good.
I did really good. I swept good. Y'all need a truck swept and you're in LaGrange? Come on over. Bring me a Clamato beer because they don't have any here. And I would take one. And clean your truck. Not naked.
Diesel Trucker 2018 said SoCal Trucker just posted a video on buying a truck for $1,000 down, 90% approval rate.
Check the interest rates, all I gotta say.
Check your interest and terms and everything. That might decide whether it's worth that, and that's kind of like buying cars. There's lots of people that don't have good credit or that shouldn't get approved with zero down that get approved.
You can always get a truck in California. You can get a truck in California anytime, cheap and fast. I don't know why, but you can.
Our Churros World says, interesting concept. Charles says, I believe some companies have a list of companies that you can trip lease, but it's been a while.
No, not because if you're trip leasing, that takes your company totally out of the picture. It's not their business because the company that you're trip leasing through pays you. They might have a list of who you can broker from. That would make sense.
Oh, William Cheshire. Hi, William.
Hi, William. Everybody say hi to William. He's feeling better.
William got his double lung transplant. And I'm assuming William's back home. He was in the hospital last week, wasn't he?
Yes.
Our Churros World said, we used to be leased to a company having our authority and have always questioned if we could do something similar to trip leasing, but at the same time, when we were leased to a bigger company, we had.
Do you have your own plates and is the trailer yours, Arturo? If it is, you can do that.
He said our own signs on the truck, just use their trailers.
Now, you can do it if you're hauling as a power unit for someone else. Like this company over here needs somebody to move a trailer and they're covering the cargo insurance. Yes, you can 100% do that, not as a brokerage, but as a trip lease where they pay you directly. And there's nothing illegal or wrong with it. If your company goes, oh, I don't got no work for you for the next 2 or 3 days, go out and find some work, you can do it.
William says he's going to kick your butt and steal. No, he says, hi, beautiful Princess Prissy Pants. He loves me. Pam Fraser wants... No, who said if we wanted another dog?
No.
Yeah, we don't need it. This one sheds all over me. William says, yes, he's home. Pamela says she loves watching us and our puppy dogs. Oh yeah, Pamela Fraser asked if we wanted another dog. We just got him because we just couldn't leave him as a stray running around going to get ran over.
But several people had asked me about the trip leasing thing, so I wanted to let you know how it works. You do have to turn in a trip lease. You do have to turn your logs in to the company you trip lease through. But like we were talking earlier when I was talking to Hairless, is you would just fax them your logs through your Qualcomm. You know, if you're running your own logging device, then that's not a problem.
Like we bought our Qualcomm, it's ours.
Right.
And we pay for every message every month on it, so it's ours.
I guess I shouldn't be over messaging then. How much is it?
It's not been over like $30.
It used to be 5 cents a letter or 3 cents a letter when they first came out with it.
Angry Patriot says, what's the best kind of truck to look into buying? A Peterbilt, Mack, question mark. We prefer the ones that you can pay for very quickly, that are mechanically sound. My personal opinion, the absolute best truck that you can own is a paid-for truck that's mechanically sound.
The most fuel-efficient truck that is sound. It doesn't matter what platform it's on, Peterbilt, Mack, whatever. That doesn't matter. It's making money. And you want the truck that's going to make you the most money. It doesn't have to be new trucks. It doesn't have to be really old trucks. as long as it's mechanically sound. Because this one gets just as well a fuel mileage as one with 100,000 miles. It's all in the setup of your truck, the rear ends, transmission, and your foot. I got a heavy foot. She's got a light foot.
I make up for it.
Right.
Rebel Trucker says this is the first time watching our live feed. Welcome.
We don't do live feeds. I'm scared of live feeds, but I've decided I'm going to stand before the storm and do some live feeds regardless, right?
Arturo's World said that's good for William. Prayer sent his way. And now Arturo has his own plates and trailers at this point.
That's really good. And you're a young guy. That's the way to do it. Don't waste that time and just jump out in there and do it. And you put a ring on that woman's finger. I can tell she wants to get married, Arturo.
Pamela says she knows we don't need another dog. She just likes butterflies.
Look at that. It's far side of the rails. How are you doing, my friend? If any of y'all are interested in raising chickens, blowing up things, or just having a general good time, check out Far Side of the Rails. He's funny.
Casey Martin says, my co-driver just don't get it. I can't take it all. I can smell the chicken bones in his feet.
Oh, that's dude.
Oh,
you got to do some videos on that Santa Maria thing. Even if you're just a funny person, you're funny. Do some videos. I would watch them. And if I get the community tab, I share them too.
Pamela says Ricky would love to still be trucking, but he can't. CPAP said TRC live number 2. Arturo's World said, yep, it's mostly about driving habits.
It matters.
CPAP says 2 days in a row.
And tomorrow's Sunday, CPAP.
We're hanging out.
I gotta get some numbers, CPAP.
We delivered, and now we don't have a load, so we probably aren't going to get one until Monday. So tomorrow we'll just be hanging out, looking at each other. We'll have to do something.
And
I done made him sweep the floor.
I wanted to talk about that trip leasing thing. See, you could do that trip, CPAP. You're leasing that trailer. Are you leasing that trailer from an independent place or buying it? Because if it's your trailer, you can do that. If you're interested in trip leasing at any time. Sometimes you might find a good deal, like when we was at Henderson, right? I couldn't go in there and get that freight for myself, but I could haul it through them. So that was just a thing to do.
Farside says he's back hauling a big haul truck engine back to town 40 minutes.
Your trailer also,
then
CPAP?
It's beer 30.
What's that?
Farside will be home in 40 minutes and it's beer 30. I think CPAP has his own trailer because he couldn't haul something with bearings that one day because he didn't have airbags, remember?
Yeah, I think he leases it or rents it or something.
Yeah, I think it's his though.
Yeah, if it's his, you can still do it. But are you renting it or are you renting it through the company for Advantage or through another company?
Nope, CPAP says no, not mine, just leasing.
Okay. But are you leasing it through Advantage or from a trailer leasing company? Because if you're leasing it from a trailer leasing company, hello, Small Fry, how are you doing today? You can still do trip leases if you so desire.
City Trucker says hello, God bless.
And sometimes it is beneficial to do trip leases. Like I said, I ain't done it in 3 years, but I used to do it all the time. It was before we started our other YouTube channel. When Paul was still here. Was the last time. Now that was before ELDs, but I don't see how ELDs would have affected it. And I've made a few calls, and from everyone I've spoken to, they say you can still trip lease, but people don't do it like they used to did. The flatbed carriers still do it.
Tim has a question. There are 30 cows in a field, 28 chickens. How many didn't? That's one of them things that I don't understand. I have no imagination.
I'm the math guy, but I didn't hear it.
30 cows in a field, 28 chickens. How many didn't?
How many did?
Didn't. D-I-D-N-T.
Well, I don't know. You have to enlighten us.
Arturo
I don't know,
says
Arturo.
He's too young to be married. He's not 25, although they've been together for a long time. Trucker Rudy says, who cares about my videos? Rudy, I told you I liked your accent. I don't know why.
I was thinking about you earlier, Trucker Rudy. We were sitting at Fort Benning, and there was a deer that came by, and I didn't have my good camera out, so I couldn't capture it. But I was thinking,
he didn't even see it till I told him.
She
He didn't
did.
have his old man glasses
The
on.
deer was white and brown spotted. I've seen white deers. I've seen black deer. And I've seen brown deers. And this wasn't a fallow deer. It didn't have horns. And all fallow deer have horns. It was a whitetail. But it was spotted. I think it had like that Michael Jackson syndrome where it's, spotted brown and white. I don't know.
It was definitely different looking. It had a lot of white on it.
And I watched your video this morning, Trucker Rudy, the one where you was taking pictures of the Peterbilts and stuff, and you was getting ready to, you was going to eat that guy's food, wasn't you? Because it smelled really good. But I don't think I commented. But hey, I saw it.
Sometimes when we were driving, you just...
I was driving.
Listen and go on. Pamela Frazier said, you two remind me of us being on the road, LOL. CPAP says extra lease, full maintenance.
But okay, but you can still trip lease with that truck.
I am small
with that trailer.
Howdy Ewans. That's my kind of talk. Howdy Ewans. Ewans is a word. See that? Ewans. That's the man. Ewans.
I heard somebody with a little dog said that the other day. I was like, what's he? Oh, he's from Pennsylvania.
Ewans. He tells me. Calm down. He tells me Ewans isn't a word, and apparently the little dog agrees.
I think you can make up any word you want to make up, and I think that your spelling can be as crappy as you want, because if you're in England, you spell curb differently than how you spell it here. Which way's wrong and which way's right? There is no wrong or right. So do what you want to do. And if you spell retarded like me, you're okay.
Angry Patriot, is there a certain gear I should look for highway driving versus city driving? City driving's about 25 miles an hour during rush hour, so
1200 RPMs is your fuel efficient in a regular 10-speed. That's what it is. That's generally about 56 or 57 miles an hour, depending on how your rear ends are geared.
Small Fry says he's at home contemplating if he wants to keep working or be homeless. Homeless probably isn't a great option.
I think Small Fry wants to homestead. I think that's really what he wants to do.
That'd be okay.
I think it's great.
But not homeless.
You never heard of Trucker Rudy? Trucker Rudy, is your channel set up right? I would think it would be. You're pretty smart. Well, your SE, maybe it's not. Well, I'll call you about your about page. You see, that's something to look into.
Small Fry. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't say that. CPAP is leasing through advanced trucking. He believes, not 100% sure. He'll have to ask.
No, on a trip lease you do not have to ask. On a broker you have to ask, but a trip lease you don't have to.
Arturo said the best live he's seen in a while. William asked if we're married.
We are not married.
He did buy me this ring, but in another couple months, it's probably not going to fit that finger either. It's my traffic finger.
We don't talk about marriage. We just don't. I mean, we're so happy.
He keeps me too busy anyway. John Crawford says, what's up, guys? Tim says, say it slower.
We've got Joan Crawford in the room. No more wire hangers.
Charles Brandt says he watches Trucker Rudy. Trucker Rudy says, good deal. Michael Jackson syndrome. Arturo's laughing. John and Melanie. Hi, everyone from Canada. Hi, John and Melanie.
What's a Canuck? Is that some kind of... I mean, you guys from Canada, y'all know that word, right? Is that a slang word or a bad word or anything? I was just asking because I wondered.
Casey says, do you want me to record the animal? He is not normal. I've never seen someone pick their nose 165 times in 30 minutes just to stare at his finger or wipe it on his pants. Yes, you should record it.
Send it to us if you don't want to put it up. We'll be happy to put it up. And while he's praying over his chicken bones, I really would like that. I'll give you full credit.
Angry Patriot said, careful driving through Michigan. Tons of deer out here. Trucker Rudy said, yes, was good eating. Good, oh yeah.
It looked really good. It did. And the trucks were good looking trucks. Is that the same place where y'all was having the concert the other night that you was filming, Rudy? See, I watched that video too.
Angry Patriot said Ewans is like y'all. And I agree, it's like a derivative. You guys, Ewans, y'all.
I think it is too, but I never heard it until you said it.
Ewans.
And then I heard Little Dog say it. CPAP, do you use the term Ewans? Because you are from Pennsylvania, and I know you've had your hand up a cow. He's a country boy.
This lady said, OMG, love you too. Caught you guys live. Love the girls' pants. Thank you.
Hey, Miss Lady,
Hello.
how are you doing today? Is everything going good in Chicagoland?
Small Fry subbed to Trucker Rudy. He'd never heard of him.
Oh, it's John Crawford, not Joan Crawford.
John's heading. He still can't see. John Crawford, John. Look, you're
No
offending
more
the poor
wire
guy.
hangers. With the big sleeper is
Because
coming.
he's heading to Chicago.
We'll probably be off the whole month of January. I'll probably be live feeding from the back bedroom or a deer stand.
CPAP said, Ian's from PA too. LOL, but I live in Virginia now. William Cheshire says, time for a new ring.
We are in LaGrange, Georgia. Come on by. There ain't no parking at the Pilot, but there's a little no-names truck stop over here.
With the Waffle House across the road.
Hey, and here's this. All right, here's their rewards cards for ExxonMobil, okay? They're 30 cents cheaper than the Pilot, right?
Right across the road.
Our fuel card still gives us a 5-cent discount, where I would get 15 at the Pilot. But that's still a sum total of 20 cents cheaper, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And this is got an empty parking lot. Nobody
John
here.
Melanie says, marry the girl, don't be scared.
I'm not afraid of marriage.
Says, I want to RV life, not homestead, and it's been a long, difficult flower season. He's just tired and on a hair trigger. Don't want to go back to work. Small Fry, you should think about a big sleeper.
He's got babies.
Oh. Because, like, once, I don't know, like after a year or whatever, we're probably not going to run hard, but we plan on, like, if we go out west or we go wherever, we can take or refuse loads at our leisure, and we can park wherever because we've got our water tank, we've got our water heaters, we've got shower, we've got everything we need, so we can park, along the river and stay for 2 days and
Good morning, then, Miss Lady.
do whatever.
I bet
right?
you worked last night, didn't you? Yeah, that's the plan. We're not going to work hard at all. There's no reason to.
Jeff Beard says you got quiet after the marriage talk.
I felt like I was on a spot.
You're on YouTube. Oh, don't look at me. I'm shy.
I just told Earl to marry that girl. But I mean, he's got babies. We don't have, our babies are right here with us, I'm a big supporter of marriage. I love marriage. I think
Far
marriage
Side
is
of the
great.
Rail says they don't pay him to spell, just to drive.
Don't feel bad. I can't spell.
John and Melanie says depends if you like Vancouver Canucks or not.
Vancouver. Which side is that? I don't like the French side, but I think that the western side is just awesome, and the middle's pretty cool too.
Fry says, "Oh, you're living in seeing." LOL. Actually, I don't know if he's.
No, God didn't create marriage. Man did.
Actually, I don't know if he's told you yet. We've got the motorcycle, and we're going to put another one on the frame of the truck.
Yeah.
We can go out gallivanting.
What's that got to do with CPAP?
I wasn't talking to CPAP. I'm apparently behind you. I'm slow.
No, you're quick. I'm slow, but I'm strong.
John Crawford, when's a big sleeper coming? You done answered him, right?
January. We'll be off the whole month of January.
Oh, CPAP wants to know our real first names, or does he have to call to find out?
Don't feel bad, Miss Lady. I know how the public schools are in Illinois. Well, she's a pretty good example of what public schools are not like, because she went to school where there was 5 kids in her class, but they didn't have a library. They should have called me. I would have hooked them up. She's a little bit younger than I am.
Are you going to tell CPAP your first name? Every now and then it slips.
Chris.
Casey Martin says, okay, put some time on it and record you an eyesore gone wrong or an eye full one.
Okay. What does Arturo say? It's too far away from my bad eyes.
Kenworth Ryder says, what's PPLS?
Peoples. It's all good. How you doing, Kenworth Ryder?
William Chester says Waffle House is the bomb. Their salads aren't that great. We eat steaks there.
Where?
Steaks and salads. Waffle House.
Oh, yeah,
We
their
can still
salads
stay
are
keto.
sad. Keto, that's what's for dinner
They
tonight,
have
Waffle
great
House.
chocolate chip waffles, but we can't eat
We
them
ain't
no
eating them, though.
Oh, Small Fry says we're just down the road. He's up in Bristol, Tennessee.
Tim, we have 100% thought about the entertainment side, and that's something that I'm keeping on the back burner for when I get a little older. Right now, I'm enjoying the step deck thing, and we will gross $400,000 this year, so I'm kind of okay with it.
CPAP says that he has never, in all capital letters, had his hand up a cow. The vet did that.
I can't
See,
believe
he just
that,
likes feeling the
CPAP.
cow, apparently.
No. So I've had to flip them lots of times. I mean, or they'll go, they're breech. Now, if you wait too long, you can't do it. You have to call somebody else because I'm not going to hurt that little thing. And sometimes sometimes they have to kill the calf. I would cry. I would.
He would.
I would.
Big Houston's in Kentucky now. He was in Carterville, Georgia.
Kentucky territory. Watch out for the coach. He's up there. He won't hurt you.
John and Melanie's from the West. Ms. Lady, that's you was talking to her, from Illinois.
Yes.
Public schools.
We try to eat in the truck too, but we've kind of got to just stop doing it because anticipation for the big truck, right? I mean, cooking in there is going to be so much more enjoyable. What did Arturo say a little bit? Well, you ain't got to it yet, maybe.
I ain't got to it yet. CPAP wants to know how long we've known each other.
10 years?
I think so. Arturo says, you guys are goals. I hope trucking lasts long enough so we can go on the road together when we get... Oh! Something just happened to it. When we get older and the kids are out of the house. It really is different. We were talking about that today because some people say, oh, this person's not real or that person's not real. But it's kind of different for everybody. And for us, we're out here together. So it's different than like if you're solo and your lady's at home and you're wanting to go home and see your lady. You're missing her or whatever,
I added up my logbooks over the years, and yes, they were all fake and cheated and everything. I'll admit the truth. I don't care. But what I did is I would run the road until the weather changed, right? Now, my trucks were always paid for. So I didn't have to worry about that. But then when spring come and ball season and stuff, I would come home and run local freight. Now, I lived in an area where I could run local freight and make decent money. I didn't make a lot of money, but I made decent money. So every summer, I would take off until fall. I called it taking off because I would go to work every morning and come home every night. And then when the fall came again, I'd head back out on the road. But I lived in Kentucky, and that's how we did it anyway, because when you're doing farming and stuff, in the wintertime, you don't got nothing to do, so you go truck. And the rest of the year, you farm. Well, I didn't own a farm, but my families did. So that's why I started doing that routine. And I was always there with the kids, as much as possible. You got to be there for the kids. But it is financially detrimental to be around for the kids a lot, but it's worth it.
Small Fry says he's a heathen. He don't believe in sin or living in it. Just saying. He's my cult buddy.
That's right. I'm cool with whatever you believe. I ain't got no problems with that.
Tim says, how about coming to the entertainment hauling side? Oh, did you already talk to that? I drive maybe 2 days a week and still get paid for setting and get fed well by the caterers at the shows. But if you're a team, do you both get paid, or because you don't actually drive that much, right?
Huh?
Tim says, well, how about coming to the entertainment hauling side? He drives maybe 2 days a week and still gets paid for setting and gets fed by the caterers at the shows.
That'd be so cool.
That's nice, but there's two of us, so will we actually get paid, the both of us, or... Because you don't actually need teams, do you?
The question is, are you going to make $400,000? That's to me, it's all comes down to brass tacks, And it's not making, it's clearing. But I can still look at that in the, $7,000 or $8,000 a week vein, right? Depending on how I want to run. See you later, Small Fry. You have a great night. peace out.
CPAP has a good friend named Chris. John and Melanie tries to eat in the truck. When we get the other sleeper put on, we're going to have a huge freezer. The freezer's almost as big or bigger than the refrigerator.
It's a big refrigerator.
Yeah, it's like, what, 5 foot? 4 foot?
Yeah, about 4 foot tall.
Big.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to keep
and half of it is
frozen
freezer.
vegetables and frozen meat in there and eat it in the vehicle. And one thing I don't like about eating in the truck, I mean, we have wet wipes and stuff and wipe out, ooh, we just got white, and wipe out our containers and stuff. But you can't get it with wet wipes good all the time. And our option is to attempt to do dishes in here or take it in, and the sinks and everything else in there. Oh, that's good.
It's okay.
Everything else in there's nasty, and it just is a mess, you know?
Right. It's dishes. Dishes is the real problem with everything, in my opinion.
William Cheshire says he smashes the hash browns. The over-under, they have like smothered, covered, blubbered hash browns at Waffle House.
Oh, God, no.
They're good.
I ain't getting them. But I am going to try radishes. I'm going to slice radishes up. They're a free food. You can eat all the radishes you want. And I'm going to fry them. Hopefully they won't be pithy radishes. Pithy is when they're in the ground too long and they get really hot. We don't want hot radishes. And I'm going to fry them like potatoes in olive oil.
People claim they're good. We've not tried them, but we're going to try them. This lady said, watch your old video a few days ago. You both look good. I can't do keto because of diabetic medicine right now, but I have lost 20 pounds. Keto is actually
a diabetic diet. Yes, it is.
The only difference between keto and a true diabetic diet is if your protein, carbs elevate your blood sugar massively. Protein does slightly, and fat doesn't at all. So you actually need more fat and less protein, and you will never have an elevated blood sugar.
Charles, do you think I could use the icicle radishes? Because they're not hot at all. They're just great. I bet I could use those and fry them.
Do we ever haul toxic loads, and does it pay a lot better than regular loads?
Nope.
We haul jet engines or plane parts.
I hauled hazmat all the time until all of a sudden everyone was hauling hazmat and it was paying 10 or 15 cents better. And then I decided I wasn't hauling hazmat for that cheap. So I quit hauling hazmat and I washed my hands of it in protest. And now
actually, I don't have a hazmat license.
I don't either. I gave it up long time ago.
You got to renew it every 2 years. I got my fingerprinting and everything done. I just ain't went and took the test.
We got Twix cards and passports, and I mean, it wouldn't be a problem to get the hazmat again, but it's not worth it to me. Now, if you're doing like what Selena and who are they?
Selena.
Trucking with Selena. Mm-hmm. What they were doing to have hazmat at that job for explosives and such, it's 100% worth it. I mean, that wherever they was working at, I don't know where it was. I think that was a good job. I think
but at a general company, they give you like an extra $50 for the whole load.
Right. And
you have to go around certain routes and do certain,
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, $50 or $25 or just at a regular company isn't worth it.
But explosives is a little different. It's more specialized, and
I think you have to have more than just a hazmat for that. I think you got to get the clearances like
security clearances, yeah. But it's not dangerous because you're not hauling the catalyst and the explosive. They're not together. They're separate. It's safe.
Not angry. Tim says eating steak at the Waffle House. Y'all are brave. Yes, we are.
And I'll have some tomatoes and a salad, and that'll be it, and I'll be happy.
Kenworth Ryder says, how's the keto?
He's
doing
it
great.
And
lost 25. I think I've lost about 25 now.
Yeah. You can lose it fast. I mean, if you're heavier, you're going to lose it really fast. But if you're not overly too awful heavy, it don't come off as fast.
I lose 1 pound a week is all I lose.
But
I'm
happy with that.
And I fluctuate 5 pounds in a day.
I mean, I've been known to even drink a beer.
Next
Sweet tea. Unsweet tea.
Hello.
Next Jen, how are you doing today?
Fincham says, I thought you were going to say too long but I didn't want to see you get slapped again.
Y'all look at Next
Oh.
Gen, guys. Hang on. Look at Next Gen. He's lost 52 pounds. Go over and watch Next Gen's videos, or a few of them, and see the difference. It's a big difference. And if you look at his Instagram, right? Next Gen's kind of a pretty boy, right? He's over here going, right? He's got, you did some good pictures, all right? What I'm saying is, it's amazing the difference that a little diet helps so much.
Well, we talked earlier. One thing we've noticed on everybody that's been doing keto or some sort of weight loss for a while is it seems like everybody's complexion is somehow better. Not that they were broke out or something before.
They're glowy or something.
Yeah, it's just
like they
better.
They look
healthier,
happier. It's like you can see an aurora, an aura, and they
a what?
and they just look healthy. I don't know if it's just me and her that sees it, or if it's everybody.
Kenworth Ryder cheats on Sunday. Small fry had to run to Harbor Freight and spend some money.
You are an angel, CPAP.
Tim says he don't know how it works for teams. I guess if they get paid extra or not, whatever.
Trucker Rudy, I 100% promise you, you will be happy with it. All you've got to do is give up sugar, bread, and potatoes. I know that's hard, but you can eat all the meat you want, and you love
Salads,
meat. You do great
broccoli,
barbecues, right?
Brussels sprouts, vegetables.
Rudy barbecues every weekend. I mean, he barbecues a huge amount of food. So I know he's a meat eater.
John and Melanie says, how much water do you pack in the cab? We pack more in the winter just in case something happens. We generally always have a gallon jug.
Yeah.
And an unopened gallon jug for the dogs. And then
once a week we'll stop at Walmart and we'll get a bunch of the big quart, what kind do we drink? Fiji waters, right? We'll get a bunch of Fiji waters. And we'll pick up a gallon every other day for the dogs. Because it's cheaper at Walmart.
So yeah, just in the
I've got them in crates.
Our top bunk is storage.
Right. So they're like milk carton crates, but a little bit bigger. They get them at Walmart.
When we get the other truck, it'll actually have a water storage tank in it. It's what, 30 gallons, I think.
We're still gonna have the bottled Fiji water.
Yeah, but I mean, just for like dishes and showers and stuff.
Yeah.
Cooking stuff like, well, not cooking. Dishes and showers. We'll have the water tank.
Right, dishes and yes, correct.
Right.
But it's only 35 gallons.
Non-potable water, so.
And I'll probably throw another 10 in a side box or 20 or something. Just, because water is an issue.
Charles Brandt loves radishes and turnips too.
He does. Oh, turnips and radishes are in the same family. I could fry them.
We have to double check and make sure.
I will double check.
Farside Rail says he drives local, 100-mile radius, truck grosses $275,000. He gets a third as a company driver.
That's right. I know where Farside works, but I can't say. But he's doing pretty good. And he's got the best damn chicken house in the world. That thing's 25 foot tall. It's off the ground. The coyotes ain't getting his chickens.
William Cheshire says, scattered, smothered, chunked, and covered.
And I can't have that, William. Can't have it at all.
Raw radish with lime and salt, says our Churros World.
Yeah, I like that. I do. I like that a lot.
The Real McCoy says howdy.
Howdy, Real McCoy.
Oh, I got a video that's going to come up for you. The next time we're home, I'm going to take some dog food out and feed that coon by hand. She runs up to me if we're outside.
Tell him about the bobcat.
She will take food right out of your hand. And last night, we got the video cameras that we can look at when they kick on for any motion at the house.
Mama's got a fox that she's in love with.
We got a big furry bobcat.
Yep, it was twice last night. It walked by.
It was big. It was bigger than the one last year. We had 2 of them last year.
I wish she'd bring some babies out. We've
never seen no babies.
But we ain't seen no dangly things either, so I don't, Oh, wait a minute, it's a cat. Cats don't dangle. They just kind of tight up against them.
Kenworth Ryder said it was TSMT. I'm not sure what that means.
That's where
okay, who knows?
Chuck and Selena worked at. And if you want to do hazmat and haul explosives, that would be pretty good.
I think didn't they say they pay you like a flat rate whether you're working or not, and then you get so many cents per mile when you actually drive over there?
They have to watch their videos. I don't know. Miss Lady, we use the Fiji water because it comes out of an aquifer in Fiji, and there's no added chemicals, and distilled water is fine, but it's still got.
And
go ahead.
it has silica in it.
Which
Alzheimer's is in all Alzheimer's patients. There's a buildup of aluminum in the brain. They think it messes with your electrical signals, and that's what partially causes Alzheimer's. They can only do it in autopsies, obviously, after the fact. But silica is one thing that will actually pass the blood-brain barrier. Go up there, it will attach it to the aluminum and take it out. You just have to drink it fast and use the bathroom so your body don't circulate it back up, because it deposits it all in your brain. And if you don't use like aluminum cookware and all that stuff, because it slowly just leaches.
So that's why we drink the Fiji water. Plus it tastes great.
It's a little pricier, but if it'll keep you from getting Alzheimer's and aluminum buildup in your brain and stuff.
And there are,
we consider our expensive food an investment in our health.
Things that when they say added minerals in water, they're talking about fluoride and such like that. And I don't believe in fluoride.
Adolf Hitler added fluoride to the water in concentration camps
to keep the Jews in line, and it works, apparently.
Well, they say it's so your teeth will be healthy. Do you think Adolf Hitler cared about healthy teeth?
No, I think it does help your teeth, because the people in Michigan don't have fluoride and their teeth will fall out. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm just saying, I got friends up there. And they told me that's why their teeth fell out. But I don't know if it's true or not.
Where I live, everybody, almost.
They're on meth.
No. They're on well water.
Oh.
The meth people have their teeth fall out, but everybody else, they're on well water and they're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
we live in the sticks, guys. Well water.
Said 5 months in and down 52 pounds. We live in the sticks, and we have a spring in our driveway that we have to keep putting big giant rocks in.
A spring is when water comes up from the ground without drilling and pulls.
We have more than one.
We got springs everywhere. It's kind of cool in a way.
Says he lost 15 pounds in the hospital.
William did?
That's what he said.
That's great.
Well, it depends if he was already skinny.
He wasn't fat or anything, but it's always good to lose 15 pounds if you're just a little chunky.
Our Churros World said, what channels do you recommend to watch besides the big ones? I watch all sort of randomness. I watch planner stuff, and sticker stuff, and doodling stuff, and coloring stuff, and I doubt that you guys want to watch that. I would recommend going beyond trucking.
Books and
Zig Ziglar. I've been watching some of Zig Ziglar stuff.
I like some cartoons.
It's about positive attitude stuff. There's a little bit of everything. Anything you want to know about.
And as far as trucking goes, I'll go ahead and say it. Y'all see me in the live feeds of some of the drama channels. I don't have no problem with them. But I try to come to the positive channels too. Like you, Arturo. Like you, Rudy. Right? I mean, you're positive. And those are the channels that I would want to help showcase, because Far Side of the Rails, they're giving me class entertainment without trouble. And negative energy brings you down. I don't care how you stack it. Negative energy will bring you down if you're part of it. Now, if you're just watching it for entertainment, okay, I'm okay with that.
The Real McCoy says I can walk by a piece of cake and gain 10 pounds. I understand.
See the Real McCoy there? That's another positive channel. Real McCoy has been fighting.
He was sick too,
He's been fighting cancer. He's doing good. He's got a positive attitude.
His wife gets out there and
they lost.
Mills the wood and operates the machine.
He does. He's the wood. He's the millwright. He mills the wood.
Did she not do some of that in one of his videos?
She drives them big loaders and stuff.
She'll run him over.
She's good with it. She can move them trees around just like that. Kenworth
said it was Tri-State Motor Transit.
I don't know, damn. I forgot the guy's name. I've never heard of him, Arturo. Send me the link and I'll be sure to watch him.
CPAP says he's glowing because he's an angel.
He is.
Obviously not the diet.
CPAP's got another positive channel there. You know, I mean...
Yeah, he does.
Apparently
he makes it a point to try and
wait
stay
a minute now.
too.
Apparently CPAP had a video the other day by CPAP where he beat up on somebody, but I missed it, so...
But then he decided he didn't like it and he took it down and decided he was going to be positive again. It was a momentary lapse.
I still wish I had saw it because sometimes you gotta let it...
Sometimes you want to smack somebody.
Yes.
You do.
You do.
You do.
Just gotta let it hang out.
Sometimes you want to tell somebody how stupid they are. But then you kind of look like you're just ranting too, so... Because sometimes I want to tell people how stupid they are. Sometimes in real life I want to tell people how stupid they are.
I agree, Trucker Rudy. There's way too much drama. But I think that's what those channels consider a collaboration. That's what they consider a collaboration. It's maybe a forced collaboration. All right, CFAP, you are still here. But they still are collaborating in some sort of way.
Ralph Reynolds says you guys are great, but those dogs are a damn trip. They're just great. You should get a big ARI sleeper. I know that's a big nut, but not in the big picture. I really think it would work. We're getting a 110-inch sleeper.
It's not huge, but it's got everything it needs.
We actually talked to another driver. How big was theirs? 180? Was it 200?
Oh, they had 200-inch sleeper.
And he said that honestly, he wasn't any happier in that sleeper than he was in his very first one, which was 110 inches. The only thing was his wife just put more stuff in it.
They just had more storage.
They didn't really necessarily even use the stuff.
Right.
It was just more stuff could fit in it.
So we're getting the 110. It's all set, done, and dried.
And it will be paid for in cash. There will be no debt with it. You know, if we got a big 200 or got one custom made or whatever, we would probably end up with debt at this point. Right now, we can just get one and pay cash and pay to get chopped and hacked and whatever we need to do.
CPAP, I'm going to tell you straight, it is hard to be positive. I have been known to cry from time to time. I'm the luckiest man in the world, in my opinion. But I still get down sometimes for no unknown reason. Maybe because it's the rain. And I'll just be blue as hell. And sometimes
if anybody
I want to choke somebody.
He will cry with you.
I will. I'll cry. I'm a baby. I'll choke you too if I have to.
Trucker Rudy says, okay, now I need to get on it. And Kenworth Ryder says he feels a lot better doing keto. One thing we have noticed, and other people have kind of said, is before, if we were hungry, like when I was hungry, if I didn't get food within an hour, I was like ravenous, I got to get some food, right? Yeah. I was not mean.
You was mean. You was mean.
Now, it's like, oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat. And if we don't come across anything in an hour, it's just like, oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat.
Yes, we do have feelings. I'm awful feeling-y. I am. It's terrible.
But with this diet, we kind of don't get the ravenous part of it so much.
Larry Fisher, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing with your hangry? I know.
He's hangry. Hungry and angry.
He gets hangry. He said that before.
Arturo's World says he feels like you have to cycle keto, though.
We know Justin Rhodes. We met Justin Rhodes at a get-together in Arizona. Well, Phoenix. It was out Mesa, Arizona. Right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
What get-together?
We'll discuss it later. You don't remember? Are you on drugs?
I might be.
You're so silly.
Let's see. CPAP says broccoli. Charles has lost 15 pounds. Kenworth says he used the grill a lot more since doing keto. Arturo's World says keto's a lot easier to do on the road. Actually, it is, because you can stop at any TA and get a steak and a salad.
Yep.
Or we even go to, like, Hardee's. You can get the lettuce wraps there. That's a good one. We like Arby's loaded Italian with no bun. That's one of our go-tos. And they put the lettuce and everything else in the bowl, and it's really good.
I know, Dean. It's terrible. But I'm at least I'm only smoking 1 pack a day, not 2.
Arturo says you feed, you water, me smart water.
Yes, he was on the bus tour, Arturo, and we was unloaded there, and we stopped and seen him.
Okay, That's who it was.
They were so nice. His wife just pounced on the old girl here, and they was just yakety yak for hours. And I was like, oh, please, I need to leave here. She was so nice in person. He was doing business more than she was. But we're talking about Jason Rhodes, and because we homestead at our house too. So we've been following them for years.
Justin Rhodes.
Justin Rhodes, yeah. And all their kids were just playing in the dirt and everything.
Smart water is our second option. It has silica in it also, just not as much. Oh, and the pH in Fiji water also counteracts the pH in coffee.
That's right, because you want to be 7.7 pH.
Right.
Coffee is like 6.9 or 7.2.
Charles Brandt says, excuse me, my late grandmother used to make me turnip and milk. Like fried turnips and milk? Or
Oh.
like...
Send me a recipe there, Charles, and I'll check it out. I love turnips. Oh, did she put sugar in it? That'd be weird.
I think you already answered Miss Lady about Fiji versus distilled.
Yes.
Hi, Chris and Tammy. It's Hairless Kiddo, says Lee.
Hey, Hairless.
Oh, okay. I get it. The
Yeah.
names that we call people because we can't remember anybody's name.
I apply a name to all of you guys other than your name, usually, if I know your name. I just do that.
John and Melanie run west from California to northern Canada pulling a roll top. Hope one day to run into you guys and buy you a coffee if we have time. We get to California and Seattle
We do.
up there. And since we're doing live feeds, you can probably keep track of where we're at a little bit better.
I don't know how to find out your pH level, but I know how to find out the water's pH level.
It's on it. Ralph Reynolds says, what kind of new truck are you getting? He must have missed that.
But cancer cannot grow in a high pH level.
I think this one has it on it.
That's the other one's 7.7. That one's less, but it's still high. And I do worry about cancer. It's a family thing.
Are you going to tell Ralph what kind of truck you're getting? He must have missed it.
Oh. Should we tell Ralph what kind of truck we're getting?
I don't care.
We're not getting a truck.
We're getting a sleeper,
We're getting a sleeper.
not a truck.
This it's going to look
This
like
is
a
the
new
girl.
truck, but it's going to be this truck. It's just going to have a big sleeper on it. I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to cut this in two. Not with a chainsaw, but I'm going to
Someone else's. We're not going to do any of it. Someone else.
Right. They're going to record it. All right? It's the Amish. They're doing the work for me. They're going to cut it in two, put a day cab kit on it with a Peterbilt boot, and they're going to mount the sleeper to it with the gen pack and the water and a shower and the whole 9 yards.
Generator. Hook everything up. Stretch the frame.
Yeah, stretch
it will
the frame
be
40
this
inches.
truck. It'll just look different. So we don't have the cost of a brand new truck, and we're paying cash for the sleeper and stretching the frame and everything we need to do to put the sleeper on this truck.
All of your neighbors were Amish, CPAP. So are mine. I can't throw a rock where I live without hitting an Amish person. And every one of my neighbors is Amish. Every one. Well, the Mennonites.
Mennonites. Don't be
They're
lying.
they're
We got some
Amish.
Mennonites.
Mennonites are Amish. They're just offshoot Amish.
Kenworth Ryder said those are some nice bucks you put in your video. Deer is keto.
Oh, that's our driveway deer. They're all.
They go through there all the time.
Yeah, they're all over the yard.
One of them,
They laugh at us.
one of them they just walked through and it was a train of 8 of them, and they were all mountable size.
Yep.
They're a mess. Little dog almost got in a fight with a doe one time.
Yeah, it
She
would
had
have killed
babies
him.
out there, and I went outside and I didn't have my gun on me because it was like I had rolled out of bed and took him out. And she started stomping at him, and I started yelling. And I got within 5 feet of her, and she wasn't moving. And I realized I didn't have a gun, and she would probably stomp me too. And I was in my pajamas yelling like a mad woman. She finally turned around and stomped at me and then left.
If you Arturo, if you drink for pH balance, which is 7.7, then your body will be alkaline. That is 100% what it means. Cancer can't grow in an alkaline environment. It can only grow in an acidic environment. And people don't realize this, but when our stomach needs acid, whenever you got acid reflux, Take vinegar pills. A lot of vinegar pills, and you will fix your acid reflux problems. Because you need more acid in your belly to digest your food.
Arturo says, wait, so smart water's no good? Smart water's good.
Smart water's good.
It's just Fiji has a little bit
It's
better
a little
on the
higher
pH.
on the pH.
But if there's no Fiji, smart water's fine.
But you're young, Arturo. Drink all the smart water you want. You can get two for the price of one, right? And I'm
Don't
old.
use aluminum cookware.
Yeah, don't use aluminum cookware. Or that ceramic stuff that kills birds.
Yes, that ceramic stuff with the white coating on it. I was going to get some of that. And I sat down in the middle of the aisle and was reading the thing. And it said not to use it because you'll kill your bird with the fumes. And I was like, well, I probably shouldn't breathe it either, right?
Right.
Isn't that what the coal miners use?
Yes, parakeets. Or, yeah,
know when to get out.
the yellow birds.
John and Melanie says they get their water from a mountain spring. It's great.
That is great. I love
Ms.
spring
Lady
water.
said, thanks, I didn't know. Hell, she's single. She still needs her brains and teeth.
Yes, she does.
I heard some of them perverted guys like it if you don't have teeth, though. Or have ones you can take out.
Why you go somewhere strange like that for? Come on, girl.
You know.
Oh, my gosh.
Well water's good water. How many acres you got?
28.
Kenworth Ryder says city water, yuck. Our property,
Yes, they
though,
behave. They're good people.
There's a creek
Miss
on
Lady.
the back side of our property, and all of those springs, and there's huge rocks and stuff.
Okay,
So
Rudy.
it's
I'll talk to you
connected.
later. You have a good night.
Our property's connected to
Thanks for stopping by.
hundreds of acres that's just woods. Like if you look at Google Earth,
It looks like a game preserve. I mean, it's thousands of acres, and we're in the middle of it.
right. So
There's fields also. 'Cause
now also we get coyotes and the bobcat because on the other side of us there's also a chicken barn and a hog barn, and when they throw out their animals, they go and scavenge them.
they do. I guess I've never drank water in Port Huron. Is that in Canada?
Far side of the rail said, I hope there's no silica and aluminum or fluoride in Bud Light, otherwise I'd be screwed.
Oh, Ivan, how are you doing today?
William Cheshire says 185 down to 168. He probably don't need to lose no more.
Oh heck no, that's real nice. That's real nice.
168 is probably, I mean, I don't know how tall he is, but 168 probably don't need to go lose anymore.
He looked like he put a hurt on a mofo if it ever gave me a problem.
Oh,
Aha,
there we go.
there it is.
YouTube kicked us off.
Kicked us off. Seamless. We're back.
Charles Brandt does 3D puzzles. I've done a couple 3D puzzles.
How do you do a 3D puzzle?
It's like foam that's like 1/4 of an inch thick,
Yeah.
and you do it up like a building or whatever, and it just makes a
So
3D
you can
thing.
get a T-Rex?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
You can get whatever you want. Charles Brandt says, I think we all watch the drama channels, LOL.
They like you, Charles. They will actually say your name. They're like, hey, Charles, how you doing? Well, Little Dog's not bad at all. He's a personable guy. But damn it, like, hey, Charles, how you doing? Well, Little Dog's not bad at all. He's a personable guy. But damn it, I can go in. Ike just hates me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't care.
Kenworth, oh, okay, I'm lagging. I was going to say we were in the circle of death, but we don't appear to be up there.
That was the previous
I
circle
think
of
there's
death.
way too much drama videos here on YouTube, says Trucker Rudy. Kenworth Ryder says you really are positive, motivational people. I think people just find somebody and just start picking on them, and then 15 other people or 10 other people just start picking on them.
It's the chicken syndrome.
But it's not even their own independent thoughts on something, you
Right.
know? I mean, he talks to people on the phone sometimes when something warrants a phone call. We don't get on here and say, oh my gosh, he talks to somebody on the phone, he's a saint. We also don't, people watch Loshan. That's fine. Loshan has a mentoring program that he charges people for. How's that any different than RVT, who everybody picks on, charging for phone calls? He don't call it a mentoring program? I mean, I may not agree with either of them, but if people pay for it, whatever,
That's okay, Ralph. We just hadn't really put it out there exactly what we were doing with our sleeper yet.
And we're behind.
Yeah, way behind.
We're behind. We figured it would be done by now, but another company went out of business, and
it was supposed to have been done in this month. No, October.
Yeah,
October.
last month.
Yeah.
But in trucking, everything takes 2 to 3 times as long as you think it's going to. Repairs, loading, everything, right? So we should have known. But, you know.
Catch him up. She's lagging, guys. It ain't me. I can't see.
Arturo's World says when he's driving, he tells people off. But then he blesses them and hopes they get home safe.
I do the same thing, Arturo. And I'm not even Catholic, and I'm like, you know, and I'm over here at Omnis and Padre.
You don't even know if you're doing the right sign. You might be doing something backwards, meaning something
No,
different.
there is no bathroom, okay? The Greek Orthodox does it one way, and the Western Catholic Church does it the other.
Which way do you do it, or do you know?
It doesn't matter. Jesus don't care.
CPAP says it's hard to be 100% positive in this cruel world. 3 Mowgli says, hey. Trucker Rudy says he's working on making better videos now. Just got the new GoPro 7.
Trucker Josh just got that too.
Somebody was riding the motorcycle and let our waterproof case fall off of it. And he didn't even stop and get it. The next day when we was in the car, he's like, do you see the GoPro case on the side of the road? Like, oh, like I'm supposed to say, yeah, it's right there. Let's stop and get it. Nobody ran over it yet.
It's the country. There wasn't nobody there but Amish buggies anyway.
And they will run over it. We've seen them Amish buggies racing down the road. They will run over in a heartbeat.
They will. Heartburn, more vinegar pills. It'll take care of it. Moving along.
You already said Justin Rhodes.
Yes, we passed.
Yeah,
oh, you're so far behind. She's so far behind, guys.
CPAP quit smoking cold turkey 3.5 years ago. Lee quit in 2003.
We try to be peaceful, Miss Lady. And you know what? There's a truck driving man out here that's got your name tattooed on his butt, I bet.
William Cheshire left. Who knows how long ago that was? I'm behind.
Bye, William. I mean, there are...
Small Fry lives across the mountain.
There's guys out here.
From Justin Rhodes. Did you catch that?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
How long have you had your land? That's our dream, to get a couple acres. 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Back when it was cheap. I got the whole thing for what you'd pay for an acre now.
No, not that cheap.
2 acres. Yeah, actually I did.
Like,
you wanted to hear the story of how I got it?
I know the story.
Okay.
It wasn't a dice game, guys. She's just, you know.
I'm a gambler.
Yeah, she's a big gambler. You poker player.
What's the best energy you drink when you're driving?
I don't drink energy drinks.
Larry Fisher's in the city.
Hey man, Charles, they do have something interesting. Anything to keep you awake 1 more mile, right? Every mile at a time. That's why I get so... Last night I was driving at 3 a.m. going, there's nothing up, right? I had to rewatch people's old videos.
Will Burke asked if we worry about microplastic in our plastic bottled water.
I
do. But maybe
PCBs.
now.
I do worry about PCBs. But I think that we're safe on the artesian water that we drink. I think. That's supposed to only be the recycled plastic if I'm correct. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. But I can find out anything. And if I don't know, my brother does. I can call him.
CPAP asked if we could do an 8-hour live feed like the other trucker, James Best. I'd probably get tired of talking to him.
Yeah, I couldn't do it that long. James is entertaining, but I couldn't do it. And bulletproof coffee, we just put the fat milk in our coffee.
We don't drink what other people consider bulletproof coffee. We drink
Right.
coffee with heavy whipping cream, and occasionally I have some cafe caramel Atkins stuff. I'll put some protein drink. I'll put a little bit of in there just for flavor, because it makes it taste
between
caramely.
my daily steak and my couple of ounces of fat milk, I get all of the fat in my diet that I should have.
Small Fry says he hears our place is a good place to party. People think so till the cameras pop up.
We all do die sooner than later, but I do not want to rush it too much. I mean, I gave up fast women. She can't run that fast.
I'm a slow woman, apparently.
I don't drink a beer occasionally. I mean, I drive a truck. I can't do anything.
Ivan Hamill said he's not doing so well. The boss lady lost her grandpa last night.
I haven't never had the chock full of nuts coffee. Do you got to grind that yourself? Because I've heard that it's really good, but I don't know anything about it. Walmart. Okay, is it beans? Do you grind it? Do you make it like a French press, or just add water?
Did you hear Ivan's woman lost her grandpa last night?
No, I didn't know Ivan. I'm very sorry. Was he an older gentleman?
It's her grandpa,
But he might be young. I'm a grandpa.
You're old. You got old man glasses to prove it.
I have 20/20 vision. I have 20/20 freaking vision.
Oh my goodness.
The doctor
Let
said
me
so.
tell you about his 20/20 vision. We just left the store and he huffed at me because of the credit card. He was trying to shove it where it didn't belong, and I had to take it away from him and say, no, see the light? That's where it goes, because of the chip reader, and he just looked at me.
93, that's excellent. If I can die at 93, I'm going to be all right. I'm ready to go. Hey, I couldn't help it. I couldn't see it. The doctor said when you get older, your eyes don't necessarily get bad, but the muscles that control the iris movement start to get harder, so your eyes don't move as fast in and out. Therefore, you start getting readers. And they're okay until you get this far out. See, I can read everything you say now.
Miss Lady says, you're right, lady. I'm not a trucker. I respect what you guys do, but I do see some drivers bash others. It's like online bullying. You keep things peaceful. It is.
It is bullying. It is.
That's exactly what it is. And one person starts it, and everybody else jumps on the bandwagon.
10 more channels will jump on and do the same exact video.
Yep.
But those same guys would not, if they ran into that guy, they would want to talk about it. And I'm not that kind of person. In that kind of scenario, I would want to get physical. That's just what you do. You don't make videos. You throw punch somebody.
You don't pee on somebody's back and tell them it's raining. You might pee on their front and tell them you don't like them, but you don't pee on their back and tell them it's raining. You don't. And in my opinion, you don't let's fight today and be friends tomorrow and fight tomorrow.
But they're their channels, and if they want to do it,
yes,
I support their right to do it. And it's entertaining sometimes. On the first two videos.
Ivan says I must come from Swift because I'm slow. Ivan.
She was actually at England. That's a whole other video.
That's where I got my license.
Yeah.
But you know what? When we were with Henderson, I never got the bonus because we were owner-operators. But I had the best fuel mileage in the entire fleet. Every month.
Yep, always.
Always. Never failed.
Catch them up, baby. We've been on here for a long time. YouTube's probably trying to tear my throat out as we speak.
Mowgli says, talking point for current truckers. Would you guys recommend a young couple, 33 and 31, selling our condo to go solid in trucking for 4 years to pay off debt, team driving, nonstop? You'll stop, you'll have restarts, you'll have days that you're setting or whatever.
100%, I would say yes. If you're interested in doing that, do it. Send him out to be trained. Then go to one of those crap companies where he can then train you. Don't go separately. It's just a bad scenario. It's a bad scenario to put a woman in a truck training, and even if the guy don't try to hit on you, it's still a bad scenario because you're going to be relying on this guy.
So in other words, send him first. After a month, then you go, and then he can be your trainer.
Do your contract if you're going to do a contract, and then get out. You can make great money.
I am Small Fry says I got a Canon DSLR to not put out videos with. LOL.
What have we got?
I don't know. We got
it's
a big
Sony
camera
5000
with a big lens extra.
And I don't use it. I'm scared of it.
He was scared of the GoPro too, but you seen what he did once he figured it out. GoPro should sponsor us because it's set outside for a month and it had bug guts all over it and tree leaves in it and still working.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Pickle, how you doing there?
Llama Monster says, hey.
Hey, Llama Monster, how are you doing? There's another positive channel.
Adam Russell says he knows how you feel. He just got his cataracts done in January.
Boy, that would be a scary surgery.
Casey Martin says you want to hear something funny.
Give it to me, Casey. Whip it on me.
I think I'm caught up now.
Good job.
I'm slow.
Well, you did all right.
Swift, England, that's probably cousins or something, right?
Oh, Mitch, how are you doing?
Mitch!
Pickle
says he farted.
Oh,
I'm glad this ain't smell-o-vision.
I got that program, Pickle, where it will read the text to me as I'm driving. So we're going to be doing some live feeds while we're driving, and the phone will tell me that you just said I farted. But I don't have that particular function turned on at the moment.
Yeah, because it does it out loud, so it'd be playing it back.
Yeah, since she's reading the comments, so I don't need it right now.
But if you're driving or something, it would be great.
We'll see if it works.
Llama
Thank you, Llama.
Llama's talking to me, I'm sure.
I think Llama's cute. Your shirt's cute, though.
Truck in America, Mama said life is like a box of chocolates, Chrissy.
It is. You are right.
Or look at the Mandela effect, because we don't know. We don't know if that's what Mama said, because that's one of the Mandela effects.
Yeah, that's right.
Did we do our full video on the Mandela effect?
You're falling behind.
Oh,
We do, Pickle. I'm always going the opposite way. Right now we're in LaGrange, Georgia. If you're anywhere near, come on by.
Adam Russell says, try Red Apple Ale beer. He's on his 34 right now.
I hate red apple beer, but I like the fact that it don't make me itch because I'm not allergic to it.
Breeders' Cup.
Oh, Kansas. Ooh. That's where they took down the Dolphin game.
CPAP says, don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight. Don't your phones go back automatic?
Mine does.
I don't know. Mine gets messed up sometimes, even just when we're driving. His will be an hour different than mine, and I have no idea what time it is.
You want to say hi to good people? Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Great. All right. That's my boy.
Ivan says, be careful. See y'all out there. Pickle says, have a good one. The other dog's
See you,
back
Ivan.
here.
Pickle.
CPAP says phone does, but not my radio.
I can't change the radio, CPAP. Ever since they've had a radio that you got to change, it's always wrong in my vehicles.
You ever drink Twin Peaks Hop Knot? I don't think.
I think I've seen it, but I have not had it. That's the dog. Ooh.
Small Fry just switched to pour over coffee making and loves the difference.
What did he bust, Casey? Look, Little Dog, it's your buddies. Little Dog appreciates y'all watching his videos over on the Little Dog Show channel.
When we get the other truck, we might use one of them, percolators? Is that the same thing as pour over? Or
Technically, it is the same.
Or not?
Yeah, I mean, I like percolated coffee.
Adam Russell says that bean to cup for Pilot is awesome. I think it has more caffeine in it. The bean to cup?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he's growling at me because I put my hand too close to him. Kenworth says Little Dog is cool. Kid, quit it. See, you're trying to bite me.
Oh.
See?
Them are some really cute. No. Your dogs are really cute there, Trucker. I like those dogs. Keto, what's his name?
Casey says we're lagging.
Are we lagging?
Somebody else said it a while ago earlier.
Well.
Old Truck in America says Kilo and Rascal says hi.
There's the ones. They are so cute. They just got the new puppy. Have you saw it?
Mm-mm.
They just got a new puppy.
I saw the one where he changed his name because I was like, who's this? And I clicked on it.
It's a Yorkie Chihuahua mix. It's just adorable.
Karen says he's handsome. He's a little...
God bless, Charles. You have a great supper.
Oh!
We're going to have to go eat soon anyway.
He tries to bite me and then he wants me to pick him up. Oh, get her, Little Dog. He will. He will get me.
He will.
Don't let him kid you. He will get me.
Girl down. That's right. Larry. Chorky. Where's Chorky at? Does anybody see Chooky?
My Spike dog does that to me. Chihuahuas are buttholes. He's a one-person dog. I'm number 2. That's number 1. And if I touch him or get near him, then he will tell me all about it.
Her outfit is I I don't know, but I like it a lot.
What about it?
Somebody asked about your outfit.
I like it, but is it for a special occasion? No, actually, I bought it for riding.
Motorcycles. But she can wear it anytime. I think it's cute. It goes with her spiked boots really good. We got her spiked boots in case she's got to kick you in the shins. You'll know about it.
It's pointy.
Yeah.
Well, Monster's leaving. Have a lovely evening. She'll catch us
You
later.
want to tell them where you get those stuff at?
The pants? Dress Lily.
Bye, Llama Monster. You have a great night.
I got the shirt and the pants from Dress Lily.
Is that why I keep getting all them Dress Lily ads now?
Probably.
All right. They got stuff for boys, too, in case you want.
And if you order from Dress Lily, they have regular sizes all the way up to like 4 or 5X, but you have to go by your measurements. Like if you're a 2X, don't buy a 2X because it won't fit. You have to go by your actual measurements because it's like a foreign country, so you got to go by your measurements. And
Karen
size.
Price, is Spike a Yorkie Chihuahua mix? Is that what you're talking about? You should get her some there, Adam Russell. You'll like them pants too.
Larry says Dress Lily doesn't sound trucker. I have many facets. I'm also a colorer and a player of stickers.
Just remember, guys, she used to dress like a clown. I saved her.
There they are, Sam. I did used to dress like a clown. I still dress like a clown. Sometimes. I just can't wear the bright colors doing all the outside stuff. When we did boxes, the worst I had to do was climb up in the trailer, put a load lock on, and put a lock on the trailer, and close the doors and put a lock on the trailer. Now I'm out there getting all dirty and greasy and grimy and dusty, and I sit on the ground and I just get dirty.
We was going to ride today, Mitch, also, but the bolt that goes in my wheel caddy on the lift is broken, I noticed. The one backed out and the other one was broke, so I can't unload the bike till I replace the bolts, and then we're going to go ride. Be safe out there, Mitch. Hey, we need to get off here, guys. We have been on here for a long time. I appreciate you guys stopping by. We all good?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a great night. It's the weekend.
See you next
Watch out for
time.
drunk drivers, all right? We'll talk to y'all later.